Hello everybody and welcome to another Eternal News episode. So we got all the changes to how the seasons are called and partially also how they work with the new chapter deal and having like leaks and having the chapters being like chapters in the story and also having regular events that advance the story of that chapter. And we also had the addition of the hero tag to all the units that basically have like an actual name, like Azindel and stuff like that have like a proper name, plus like a title usually. And as part of this, they just announced a new hero as a promo. As they said before, that the promos will continue to be heroes. And I think if we look back, almost all of the promos, or actually all of the promos, are heroes, except for Scouting Party, which is not a promo anymore anyway. And the uncommon cycle that we got that also doesn't have promo rarity, but I think everything that has promo rarity is most likely a hero. I'm not sure if Tracker is a hero or not. Same with Mercenary, but all the others I think had proper names plus a title and have the hero tag if you search for hero in the client. Anyway, let's take a look. This is the post. The new hero is called Brenn, Chronicler of Ages. They said that basically in every chapter we'll get a new hero as a promo, so that means a new promo every month, sort of like the monthly card in TSL. Supposedly, so there's one fresh card each month, which was kind of nice, ramping up the amount of content we get a bit, although it's fair to say that if the promos stay the way they are, they will have fairly little impact on Constructed, since they're usually a bit too dialed back in the past and had little consequence for Constructed. But since they want to push the whole hero thing more, we also get a premium avatar that we can buy for 300 gemstones in the shop each month if we particularly like the hero. And let's take a look. This is the card, Brenn, Chronicler of Ages. Artwork's pretty nice, so makes a solid avatar. I can totally see people liking this and getting it as avatar. It's a 1/3 for 2, it's a Praxis card. The first time you play a spell on your turn, you get +1 power this turn, and then you increase the ability by 1, so it's like 1, 2, and so on, just like the 5-drop cycle that we know. So the point here is, the card is kind of cool and interesting. The problem is that it's in Praxis, which is weirdly enough not a particularly good spell alliance, even though we keep getting these like spell-based Praxis cards that are kind of like, why are we getting these? Praxis is terrible at spells. Like, I mean, the whole FTP Moment deck that I just released, with Moment being a Praxis card, only works because it's in Primal, which is actually a good spell faction. Anyway, let's look at this. First time you can trigger this is on turn 3. That allows you to virtually play a 1-cost spell for 0, or reduce any other spell effectively by 1, but only effectively in the sense that you can still only play a 3-cost spell and then get 1 power back, rather than actually play a 4-cost spell and have 0 power left. So it's definitely worse than just making spells cheaper, basically. And you have to play a spell to trigger it. The upside is the power is usable for anything, and later on you can generate power with it. Like on turn 4, for example, you can play a Seek power. Then you get +1 power, so that means suddenly on turn 4 you have 5 power instead of 3 power, because you had to use the Seek power to make your power drop. So that's a nice thing. The problem is you cannot really play the card just as like a free roll that makes your spells better, because a 1/3 doesn't have enough impact on its own, so it's a card that you need to build around and get enough value out of. And I don't really see good ways to do that right now, but it's a card that definitely has an interesting and powerful effect that might become more relevant and powerful later with more cards that it benefits from. But right now I am skeptical of the impact, and the fact that it's a 3 health 2-drop is decent because it at least blocks reasonably well. There's a bunch of 2-drops and all the 1-drops that it can block, plus a bunch of random units like Temple Scribes and tokens and stuff. So it does a bit of early game defense even, which is nice. But yeah, the card is kind of nice and cool and interesting, but doesn't really have a place, doesn't really have a home right now, I think. And yeah, unless I'm missing something big here, I don't see this card seeing much play until we get like the next set that hopefully has more cards to push this kind of card, because it's definitely an interesting and cool card, but I just think it's not gonna fit well enough in something like Moment, simply because it's a card that makes cards like Torch a lot better against you and also has tension with your own hailstorms and stuff, so I don't think it's a good fit there, although that's the deck that I can think of that would make the best use of this card, but the tension and the way the deck works just make this not really desirable, I think. Yeah, anyway, we apparently get one of these hero promos each month now, together with an avatar. As we can see here, get the avatar for 300 gems for a limited time period, probably till the end of the chapter or something, and with the new chapter it gets taken off the store. And yeah, as usual, like we're used to with promos, we will get one copy of the promo for our first versus win of the day. So after 4 days you'll have your full playset, and if you miss the promo period, you can just craft them at the end of the promo period instead if you want to. And yeah, there's also a bit of a story part here about the hero to further advance the storytelling. So yeah, that's kind of a cool thing, nice way to tie all things together and inject a little more flavor and also a bit more new content into the game and keep things flowing and changing, which is always good because digital card games can get stale quickly because there's so many games played every day that the games are figured out a lot quicker, so there needs to be enough change to keep things interesting and flowing rather than stale. Alright, that's it again already for this Eternal News episode with the new promo, Brenn, Chronicler of Ages. Let me know in the comments what you think of the card. I think the artwork is great. The design is pretty decent and interesting. I just think the card doesn't have a home right now, which is unfortunate, but it's something to keep in the back of your head when there's new cards coming out. Alright. As usual, don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this, and turn on the notification icon to not miss out on future content and be notified right away when there's something new up. And check out my social media and stream over here. Just follow me to get all the latest updates and catch me live every time I stream. That's it for this Eternal News episode. I'm ManuS, I thank you for watching, and I'm out. Bye.